It's Dort on the wing. Holmgren in the high post. There's a screen by Williams. Holmgren can't hit. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Now here's Williams. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Back to Holmgren. His three-pointers off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And he banks in the layup. Holmgren's got the first points up on the board here for Oklahoma City.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
Now here's Tatum. And Holmgren pulls it down. Here's Oklahoma City. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw this game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
To the inside. Here's Hartenstein.
Gilgeous-Alexander, with that height at his position, allows him to do so many things other guys really pretty much dream of.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
And so Tatum nails them both. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yep, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They've built from within. They've built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
And taken away by Brown. And Brown throws it down.
A menace in transition. I love seeing Brown attacking like that.
Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort wide open. No good from outside. Boston trailing. Here's Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
Tatum good for at least one highlight finish a night. This guy is box office.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Pass to Hartenstein. Over in the corner, Dort. Back to Hartenstein. It's stolen by Brown. The kick out to Holiday. Left side, Brown. Here's White. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And stolen by Tatum. And here comes White, leading the fast break. And it's Brown missing. Oklahoma City trailing. Pass to Holmgren. Rebound, Boston. Here's Tatum. Rebound by Williams.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
Now here's Caruso. Following the miss by Al Horford. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Picked by Williams. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. The Celtics with the lead. Brown outside. Pass to Hauser. Nice ball movement by Boston. 5 on the clock. Here's Cornette. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And you see the unselfishness right there. Brown wanting to keep his teammates involved.
And here's Boston. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. They double him with Wallace. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the floor.
Thunder trailing by 4. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Count that one. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points so far.
Gilgeous-Alexander, fantastic concentration.
Pass to Horford. Tatum looking around. Back to Horford. Taken away by Williams. There's the drive. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
It's a tie game in Oklahoma City. We've got more in store for you right after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Yeah, they were going right at the opponent here and forcing their hand. I mean, like literally making them foul them.
Tatum with it. Rebound by Wallace. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
A bad attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Thunder?
And, guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Here's Pritchard. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. And Brent, you hear some players now having their shooting motion analyzed with optical recognition. More data for the shot doctors.
Well, Kevin, information is one thing, but disseminating that information and being able to communicate that to a player is really where the rubber meets the road. How are you going to help him grow with that kind of analysis?
For the finish, and Wiggins throws it down.
Gilgeous-Alexander's nothing if not a creator. Make that pass in his sleep.
Tatum draws the double. Pass to Craig. Back to Tatum. Horford with it. Here's Hauser. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Gilgeous-Alexander. That's a bucket. His third of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
You have a guard like Gilgeous-Alexander that fights inside. It can add some spunk to your team.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. To the middle. Here's Williams. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Thunder have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. And Williams drops them both.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
That's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game. The Celtics making a switch here. Outside, Horford. Here's Pritchard. Good D by Mitchell. Oklahoma City leading by 6. Here's Williams. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Pass to Holiday. Again, the miss by the Celtics. At the top of the key, Williams. Jacks up a 3. Hits it from 3-point range. And now an 11-point Oklahoma City lead.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier. No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed and getting out on it.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Austin making a switch here. And the Thunder with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Outside Williams. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Williams has got the lead up to 11 now for the Thunder. Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
SGA doesn't rely on the 3 to get his points, but man, when it's falling, watch out.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Holmgren at the elbow. Here's Hartenstein. What a terrific move that was. Hartenstein's got his second bucket.
Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
And here's Holiday.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the net.
The Celtics have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. That free throw good from Drew Holiday.
Such a terrific two-way guy. Drew Holiday isn't just an offensive powerhouse. He loves to play defense. I mean, loves it.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Right wing. Holmgren in the post. For Craig. And he can't bank that one in. Celtics trail by 12. Outside, Porzingis. Out to White. Pass to Craig. Just 5 on the clock. Craig sets a screen. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Busted. No good that time either.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Boston. Out to White. Here's the 3. They grab their own miss. On the wing, Holiday. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. From deep, Williams. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back to the action in just a minute. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Pass to Porzingis. Down low. Here's Tatum. Over Williams. Tatum's shot is off. The Thunder leading by 12. Here's Williams. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Williams. It's up a 3. Great D that time from Tatum. Here's the Celtics with the ball. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Dagnall said he'll get dunked on 10 straight times if that's what the game calls for. He paused and then added, he won't actually get dunked on 10 straight times. He's going to get a couple of those too. Kevin, he certainly will.
I agree. David, he is fearless. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Here's Oklahoma City. They've led by as many as 14 points.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. He's listed at 6'5", but Brent, Jalen Williams seems so much bigger than that on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, one of those guys that has more presence on the floor than the measurements you look at on paper. This guy plays bigger. He's got a great frame. He's got great strength. He's got great poise. And there are a lot of people who are going to recognize just how talented Jalen is.
Back to Porzingis. The time for the ball. There's Brown with the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. On the wing, Williams. He has 6. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. Here's Holmgren. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's Holiday. He can't get that one to fall.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
It's his first trip to the line.
And he finished last season right around 71% from the line, so not exactly his best percentage.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. Well, Brent, we had to wait a year for it, but Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Mitchell. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Here's Caruso. It's stolen. Inside. And then Brown with the dunk.
A guy with no quit in him. Brown stays on the attack and is well rewarded.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Well, Porzingis, the height, the reach, just overpowering.
Outside Tatum. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Number 9,
Oklahoma City leading by 11.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
First personal foul. 13 foul.
Well, with the basket here, they could get back to within single digits. Looks for Holiday, gets it to him. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And Holiday playing some unpredictable ball there. Remarkable at getting the defender into the air with that shot fake.
All 3 throws good from Drew Holiday. Now here's Caruso. Williams scanning the floor. To the inside. To the middle. And nothing is falling for him right now. Celtics trailed by 9. Here's Tatum. Rebound by Mitchell.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Looking to get back on track here. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Nice job by Tatum inside. Very assertive. He's fantastic at putting the pressure on the D and consistently getting to the line.
Oklahoma City leading by 8. Wallace with the ball. He's picked up by White.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Back to Holiday. Tatum on the wing. Busted. No good that time either.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
And it goes out of bounds. That one out Porzingis.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Williams. Jang with a clean look. misses off the right iron.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Outside Tatum. Oh, Tatum won't be denied.
Using his teammates, Tatum creates just enough daylight to get off a shot.
Back to Williams. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Over in the corner, White. Back to Tatum. That shot off the mark. Wiggins with some nice D. Outside Williams. Here's Caruso. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Looking good at this point, but what?
33.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And so here is Oklahoma City. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. Rebound, Boston. Here's Pritchard. In the corner, Horford with it. Out to the wing. Craig with it. Back to Horford. And the shot is long. Oklahoma City leading by 8. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Holmgren. This one for 3. Horford with the rebound. And so Horford will bring it up for the Celtics. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Here's Pritchard. And a miss there on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Count that one for George. Celtics trailed by 10. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Horford. Ball's not loose. It's stolen by Dort. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Picked by Horford. In the corner, Tatum with it. Here's Pritchard. Busted. No good that time either. The Thunder leading by 12. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Dort. Stolen by Holiday. Tipped away. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And the 3 ball is good.
That's a confident shot from Porzingis. And when he's pulling that quick, you know he's feeling it.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He knows every possession is critical now. Check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Mark Daigneault talking to his team during the break. And he was real calm during the timeout. He was smiling when he told the team, we're up. Game plan is working. Go out there and have fun. It's always fun when you're up late. Guys?
Thanks, David.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Dort, the open look. Misses off the left iron. Celtics trail by 11. Tatum draws the double. And Holiday has it in the corner. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. Shot clock at 5. Here's Tatum. The Thunder pull it in. At one point, they led by 16. Down low. Here's Holmgren. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. The kick out to Holiday. Back to Tatum. From outside the arc. Rebound by Williams.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Porzingis with the block. On the wing, Holiday. Nice shot by Porzingis. Porzingis has got it back down to within single digits for the Celtics.
And Porzingis has that kind of touch at 7'3". He can hurt you in there.
Here's Hartenstein. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Holmgren's got 4 this quarter.
And guys, you can't allow Holmgren to gain confidence from the mid-range. He'll burn you when you give him those looks.
Here's Williams. Porzingis with the block. And he gets it back. Oklahoma City moving it around. 4 on the clock. For 3, Williams. They get it back. And another shot. And there's the nice layup by Hartenstein. And the Thunder lead by 13.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Oklahoma City.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And something to like about Holmgren is his ability to run the floor. A 7-footer who can get up the court in a hurry and get to the rim before the D gets set.
Holmgren hits them both. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Down by 15.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And again, Oklahoma City, no good. The Celtics on offense. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long, 7'1", with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Good D by Holiday. Here's White. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Holiday with the defensive effort. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a...
It's my turn, I raise my hand. 100%, yeah, I'm all in. 100%, yeah, I'm all in. Act a fool like David dancing. Got my rock, I take my chances. Got my rock, I take my chances. This right here, I could not blend it. But it's happening, this ain't magic. I done tried that, all that plastic. You know, guys that are made of fabric. I done felt my skin turn static. And then washed it all in tragically. I did Didn't know that was the cost. I think God, he paid that off. I was lying way too much. Satan always calling blows. He just jealous, I'm a son. Heard he lost again, that's tough. It's my turn, I raise my hand. 100%, yeah, I'm all in. 100%, yeah, I'm all in. Act a fool like David dancing. Got my rock, I take my chances. Folks be asking what the plan is. I don't know till Father answers in his hands, just like the planet. We both floating, I'm just saying. Yeah, we both know we ain't gon' stay here. We depart and relocate and save me from my woes, I'm staying.
In the back, then I guess we wasn't a match. Me and my dogs are made a pack. If we don't get it, we can't come back. And every time we came back, that's a fact, that's a fact. Been through this and that, though we still intact. This right here for all the ones that ain't here, can't come back. If it's one thing I'ma do is put the crib on my back. Now we back, that's a fact, that's a fact, that's a fact. Guess I gotta go again and show him it ain't luck, yup. And they thought it was over for me, boy, they had me. Been through all the rain, now the sun on me. Ain't no point in stressing, gon' be what it's gon' be. Back to back with the prayers, so many times I got it memorized. I done seen so much pain that got me desensitized. OG's talking about stick to the script, I had to improvise. This that classic B.I.G., I got them hypnotized. Moving at my own pace, doing it my way. Way before the braids, yeah, they been took the wave. Ain't nobody from the crib ever did it big like this. It's like my parents turning my kids how I'm taking care of they. I had to go through it just to get to it. Had to watch from the bench, I had to sit through it. Get to it, trust issues, brought my to it. My aunt had to do it. I hope the same demons don't haunt me. Come with the down life members only. I'd have been down so bad before, I swear I wasn't gonna get back. But look, the old me and the new me is a mismatch. They don't understand or how much it's taking off your mind, off your soul, just to show up and make it. This for my dog that's overwhelmed. Even if he don't make no one never break it. Cause we've been through this and that, though we still intact. If they off in the back, then I guess we wasn't a match. Me and my dogs all made a pack. If we don't get it, we can't come back. And every time we came back, that's a fact, that's a fact. Been through this and that, though we still intact. That's right here for all the ones that ain't here, can't come back. If there's one thing I'ma do is put the crib on my back. Now we back, that's a fact, that's a fact, that's a fact.
That's how I'm living, like I'm in a city. That's how I'm whipping, like I got a money. 4 a.m. in this, ain't going to sleep, I'm on a mission. Louis V on my bag, get some money, made a difference. I'm still the same, no different. But I came a long way from Jan Sported, penny pinching. Talking about L's, man, I hand them out on any given. Sunday clothes to the public, still I'm getting chicken. I'm just reminiscing, I was broke as when that song dropped the fake. Heard they talking about I switch, I put the city on my back.
Been through this and that, though we
Here with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Tip-off goes to the Thunder. Here's Holmgren. Pass to Dort. Lets it fly from 18. Bull grabs the board.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Here's Durant. After the basket by Oklahoma City. Pass to Bull. Outside Booker. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Here's Dort. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Easy to admire the defensive intensity Gilgeous-Alexander provides. Outstanding job coming up with the steal there.
And down it goes. 2 points.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Beal to the paint. Pass to Durant. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Well, Richard, I know you had the pleasure of guarding Kevin Durant. Not an easy assignment. What was that like?
You're right, B.A. I had the pleasure of guarding him in the NBA Finals. And let's say it was not the easiest of tasks. He's become such a complete player, there's no way to stop him. He takes what you give him, and he kills you with it.
Gilgeous-Alexander is just that good, finishing the play through the foul.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Durant with the bucket.
Hard to stop Durant when he's set up like this. He's so well positioned to score.
And the bucket is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
An open look for Booker. And that one's on target from the wing.
That's the kind of shot this offensive scheme is meant to produce.
And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it.
I love it. Nice activity defensively. Getting in there to disrupt the pass.
Inside. Here's Hartenstein. Pass to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with it. Shoots over Booker. No good with a jumper from the wing.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
Here's Durant. Durant draws the double. Outside Bull. Outside Booker. Clock at 4. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Thunder with a lead. Here's Dort. Rejected by Bull. Here's Booker. There's the drive. And Booker with the jam.
He's hitting on all cylinders. Booker takes off and never looks back.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Outside Booker. On target from range. Booker's got 7 points.
A reliable three-point sniper. I like seeing Booker connect from downtown.
Ooh, stolen by Allen. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, "It's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out. Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein. Grayson Allen's shooting gets a lot of attention, Richard, but his efficiency is also impressive.
No, it's his shooting and efficiency that causes problems for defenses. When he's on the floor, there will be much more space for everyone else to work.
Now, here's Williams. Driving to the basket. And Durant with the block.
And for all the attention his offense gets, never question Durant's ability at the defensive end.
And Wallace, here we go. Outside, Williams. Back to Wiggins. Pass to Williams. The shot comes out. Solid defense from Bol. The Suns leading. Durant with it. Guarded now by Williams. Out of bounds. It'll be Oklahoma City's ball. And the Thunder in possession here. And Bradley Beal is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. .107 left in the first. Wiggins outside. And here's Caruso outside. They grab their own miss. And Williams punches it home.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Oklahoma City on D to the inside. And the basket by Plumlee.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. The Suns clear it.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Offensive board. Wiggins uses the glass on the layup.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner. That was okay, let's say that was an odd play. You don't see missed connections like that too often.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Defenders just clearing out, and Gilgeous-Alexander came in with a purpose.
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Oklahoma City. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter.
17.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Thunder.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
Outside Jones. 4-3. Williams grabs the board. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats, but this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt, drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding, but Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then.
And you watch Alex Caruso on defense, RJ. He forces his fair share of turnovers.
Yeah, he's got great instinct, quick hands. You can't be loose with the ball around Caruso, one of the best one-on-one defenders in the game.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Here's Booker. Williams grabs the board. Caruso with it. Durant covering. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, it's blocked by Bull. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Bull.
Number 13, Usman James.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And he can't get that one. Booker with the defensive effort. Here's Durant. Goes back up. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Down low. Here's Jang. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
To the middle. Here's Bull. And finished off by Bull.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Oklahoma City leading by 6. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA doing his thing in close.
Yeah, making it look easy. Gilgeous-Alexander is so skilled. The ball on a string, and we see him do this time and time again.
Here's Durant. And he gets it to fall. 3 for 8 in this one. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse. But some rebuilds take longer than others.
Here's Booker. Oh, the slam! Get up, Devin!
And with his skill, you kind of forget that Booker is 6'5" and can get to the rim with ease.
Williams from long range. Kevin Durant with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep three-point land. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Daigneault, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror, he sees what he needs to improve on, and then he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. That sends Kevin Durant to the free throw line. It goes on Aaron Wiggins. Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
And you see those long strides of Durant eating up ground in a hurry.
Caruso misses. The Suns leading. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now. That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Substitution on the court.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. The 3 from Holmgren. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Holmgren's got 5 now.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
Knocked loose. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Williams from long range. And Booker pulls it down. Here's Durant. Drives to the hoop. The layup off target.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
.152 left to play in the first half. Poked loose. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Here's Holmgren. And no good. And it's Phoenix's ball. Outside Durant. Pass to O'Neal. There's the triple. Gets the three to fall. O'Neal's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Ever since Phoenix changed ownership, they've been all in on winning now, Richard.
They've traded a lot of picks away and young talent to assemble a team of superstars. Some of the best shooters in the history of this league. And they were willing to go deep into the luxury tax to sustain it.
And Hartenstein slams it in.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
They're making the slam look second nature. Once Dort sees the launching pad, he's ready to take off.
Thunder with a lead. Williams from long range. Fires in the triple. Williams has got 6.
That's a guy you want taking shots. A quality offensive player.
Pass to O'Neal. Durant surveying the D to halt the run. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a 3 of his own, but you gotta play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Oklahoma City ahead, up by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Beal from outside. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Durant. Durant takes it in. Outside Bull. Oh, they get a hand on it. Dort with a steal. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Sweet little floater. He's got 13.
A clever scorer who reads the floor beautifully. The floater is just one of many ways Gilgeous-Alexander can beat you.
Pass to Beal. On the wing, Durant. 5 on the clock. No good there. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Hartenstein. The kick out to Williams. Screen by Holmgren. Williams with it. Durant covering. Here's Holmgren. Another shot. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
Suns trail by 6. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Graham.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year. Already an elite shot blocker.
Here are the Thunder with the ball. Williams. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Oklahoma City shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. We look at all the turnovers. Boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute.
On the wing, Durant launches it. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, many believe Holmgren must add muscle over time to his wiry frame. We'll see if he focuses on doing just that.
He hits the second from the line. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Left side, Booker. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Booker. The kick to Durant. Shot clock at 6. The Suns need to get off a shot. Buries it from 3. Allen's got 6.
Give some love to KD there, making the unselfish play.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants to review the game plan. For the Thunder. Thunder leading by 7. Caruso outside. And he slams it in one-handed.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window.
And there's the foul. It's on Cason Wallace. That's his first foul. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
First personal foul. 13 foul.
Outside Durant. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And you look at how Durant is playing at his age. He's still as elite as it gets, RJ.
You don't lose skill. KD could play into his 40s if he wanted to. That shot isn't going away, and he's always going to be tall. He will be one of the best scorers every time he laces him up.
Pass to Caruso. Takes the 3. Sinks the tray. Caruso's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
You know, Booker gets a lot of praise for his scoring. But how about his skill as a passer, Richard?
Oh, he's a good decision maker, B.A. He's able to read defenses and dissect them with his passing. He's shown he can be a traditional, quote-unquote, point guard. For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Right side Bull. Pass to Plumlee. Back to Bull. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Oh, got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
On the wing, Mitchell. No made baskets yet. Excellent D there from Booker. Suns trail by 8. Here's Durant. Williams grabs the board. Wallace outside. Fires for 3. And again, Oklahoma City no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And that one's good. Bold.
I like Beal's vision. Makes a great read on this pass.
Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Now Wallace. Pass to Mitchell. Now Caruso. The three is up. Drains the triple. And now it's an 11-point Oklahoma City lead.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Williams with it. Pass to Wallace. Fires the three. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
He's such a... good free throw shooter. You don't want to foul him unless it's absolutely necessary.
5 attempts for him at the line tonight. He's made 3. Free throws good from Durant.
You look at Durant's game and you instantly see all the hours of hard work that went into shaping it. He's so polished in every area. His skills are so sharp.
Suns trail by 11. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. That shot is good by O'Neal.
Assist goes to Mason Plumlee.
20 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Wallace. The three-pointer off the mark. And here's Durant. 17 points in the game. And the officials signaled a backcourt violation. Not careful there.
Substitution for the Suns. Bol. Grayson Allen. Kevin Booker.
8 seconds left to play in the third quarter.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And so it's Oklahoma City closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Really mucking it up on defense. Active hand.
51.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And the Thunder in possession here. 11-point game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Suns trail by 14. Dunn outside. Outside Booker. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And a fast break now for the Thunder. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, when Shea goes all out, catching up to him is not an option. And he is gone.
Outside O'Neal. Outside Booker. Tipped away. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Yeah, what's special about Gilgeous-Alexander is how shifty he is, which also makes it so tough on defenses.
Both shots good from the stripe. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 18. Pass to Dunn. Back to Booker. 6 to shoot. And no good. The dry spell continues. Thunder leading by 18. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Wiggins. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Over Plumlee. Wiggins, no good. Suns trail by 18. Allen can't get it to go.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
And stolen by Booker. Two minutes gone by here in the fourth. This one for three. Wallace pulls it in. Here's Oklahoma City now. 18 points separating these teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Booker's shot is good.
And Booker just dominates in such an effortless fashion. The game comes naturally to him.
And here are the Thunder now. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. Suns trail by 16. Pass to O'Neal. Now Allen. The three ball. Can't hit that one. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, he's looking good tonight. He's drilled 9 of 15 so far.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Thunder?
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. Wiggins. And that one's good.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Here's Booker. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
What a tricky play by Booker, using the pump fake to draw the defender and win the foul.
First free throw is good. Phoenix making a switch here.
At the line for 2.
Both free throws good from Booker. Thunder leading by 20. Oh, it's blocked by Bull. Here's Beal. Right side Durant. Here's Bull. And finished off by Bull.
Punching it inside, attacking the heart of that defense. I love it.
Oh, Durant with a steal. Booker for 3. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Booker's got 11 points here in the second half.
Booker with one of the most effortless strokes you'll ever see.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Williams from long range. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Here's Durant. Oh, KD flying in to cap off the break.
Well, they're on the right path now, but still in a pretty big hole.
But this is a game again, and the other side has to be feeling a little bit nervous with how quickly that lead vaporized.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dort. Back to Williams. Oh, it's blocked by Bull. Outside Durant. Over Dort. Back to Durant. Inside. Oh!
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Thunder.
And they got a huge boost from their reserves tonight.
Yeah, the point differential between the two benches was a deciding factor in this game.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
From the arc, Booker can't get it to go. Outside, Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Off the mark there with a three. Phoenix with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run. No good. And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true.
Me for you could try every but me. We don't take like getting heavy in the spot. Go
And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And joining us courtside, reporter David Aldridge. The kick out to Brown. Second shot opportunity. Shot clock at 6. Bridges with the steal. Now, here's Anunoby. And here's Brunson outside. Porzingis with the rebound. Here's Boston now. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
RJ, we've seen multiple all-star games for Jaylen Brown. Can he become a superstar?
Well, to me, if you've got a finals MVP in your back pocket on your resume, you are now a superstar, and Jaylen Brown is that.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Back to Holiday. Another shot, and it's Porzingis hitting it to go.
And talk about persistence. Porzingis just being a bully on the offensive glass and punishing the opposition.
Pass to Hart. It's up a 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Porzingis can't hit.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
And it's Hart penetrating. Rebound, Boston.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anunoby. Here's Porzingis. Tries a 3 off the inbound. That doesn't go either for Porzingis. Some solid defense from Brown. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. It's a 3-point game. Bridges, no one around him. Porzingis with the rebound.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
From outside the arc, Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Tom Thibodeau had a few minutes to share. He noted how much extra film they're watching heading into this, and one guy that jumped out at them was Kristaps Porzingis. He said scoring over that guy is a challenge. It's not just the size, it's how well he positions himself. And he's a patient shot blocker. He waits for you to make your move. We'll see how they approach it. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Now here's Tatum. After Mikal Bridges missing his last shot. Stolen. And now the Knicks on the break. And Anunoby slams it in.
And the muscle that Anunoby possesses, fantastic at gutting it out through contact and finishing.
New York shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Towns down low. The shot, no good. Celtics trail by 7. Here's Tatum. Six to shoot. Will it go? And it's good on the layup.
What muscle on that finish. It's hard trying to prevent Tatum from converting.
And at the top of the key, Towns. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Towns has got 5 points so far.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You will gladly take those.
Now, here's Achua, following the miss by Porzingis.
And how about the agility of Towns, cutting with purpose there after setting the screen. Great display of his basketball IQ. Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
And from the round of applause, Clear East City Kid.
The Knicks lead by 9. Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team, and it's not just because they're winning. It's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
There's 1:17 left in the first quarter. And here is Tatum. Over to the left wing. Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis. Porzingis has got 5 points so far.
And Porzingis will make you pay if you collapse off of him. That's just inviting trouble.
Shots good by Achua.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Porzingis. Towns with the defensive effort. There's 37 seconds left here in the first quarter. Brunson. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Tatum. Pass to Porzingis. The kick out to Tatum. Tatum draws the double. Here's White. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Tatum. Towns comes with a double team. And the rejection by Towns. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Now Brunson. And so it's New York in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Knicks.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
Achua in the corner. New York moving it around. Here's Robinson. Porzingis with the block. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017 has come a long way. Kevin, those chips are still there.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player. Over the last few seasons, we've seen the resurgence of Porzingis. And, Richard, it has been fun to watch.
Kevin, he's been effective on both sides of the ball. He's always been a good player, but his recent fit has really improved his play.
Outside Robinson. Back to Achua. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. New York, no good that time either.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
Porzingis with the block. And another shot. Robinson, that's good. Robinson's got the lead up to 10 now for the Knicks.
And finally, someone scores. It's a slugfest. Maybe not the prettiest game we've seen, but sometimes the best wins are the ugly ones.
Bridges double team. 11 feet away. Porzingis with the rebound. Celtics trail by 10. Left side Tatum. Robinson with the block. Taken away by Holiday. Pass to Tatum. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
Inside. Here's Porzingis. Knocked away. To the inside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
And look, from the moment he stepped into this league, Jason Tatum has been a difference maker. Every team in the league is looking for guys like him. Long, athletic, and most importantly, winners.
That one is no good.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Tatum with the finish on a beautiful break.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Payne with it, still without a basket. A slam dunk by Robinson.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
Here's Tatum. He can't get that one to fall. Towns with the defensive effort. They get a hand on it. Outside, Porzingis. Left side, Tatum. Stolen by Robinson. Here's Bridges. Good, and the assist goes to Town. And now a 12-point Knicks lead.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Here's Porzingis. Excellent D that time from Robinson. And stolen by Tatum. Brown outside. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather, and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And it's the Knicks with the ball. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Here's Hart. In the corner, it's Bridges. It's Hart on the wing. Shot clock at 5. With the drive. Porzingis with the block. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Celtics trail by 10. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that Game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
Brunson takes off. And the dunk by Towns.
And forget those threes. Cat, get the easy one.
The shot by Holiday, no good. The Knicks leading by 12. White looking around. Pass to Porzingis. The kick out to Brown. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And here is Hart. Going inside. It's rebounded by Porzingis. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Bridges with the steal. Outside, Towns. Brunson draws the double. Back to Towns. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Aggressive drive there by Towns. When he's this active, he's good at forcing the foul.
For New York, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. Both good from the line that time.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
He gets that one. Tatum's got 4 points in the quarter.
Guy's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And so it's New York enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Pass to Towns. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on White. And RJ, the combination of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown winning a title together. That's something else.
There was some small talk going around about breaking them up. Good thing for the Celtic front office, they kept them both. In their first 7 seasons as a duo, they have 5 trips to the conference finals. That is a ridiculous run.
Gotta respect the range of Holiday if you're the D, showing he can hurt you from that area.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the 2 J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, even remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. Here's Anunoby. Rebounded by the Celtics. And even 3-on-3 break. Holiday surveying the floor. Porzingis is doubled. And the rejection by Towns. With the fadeaway. And the shot is long.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Tatum, that's for 2. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. The Knicks leading by 10. Back to Bridges. Nailed from 3-point land. Bridges got 7.
The top 2 things Bridges does well, defend and hit jumpers off the catch.
Now here's Tatum. 6 points for him. Brown outside. 5 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. Tatum's shot is off. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. In the corner, it's Bridges. Back to Brunson. Lets it go with the 3. Porzingis with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Now the Knicks with it. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
One of the best 3-and-D wings in the league. Well, let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. So for the Knicks, New York leading by 12. Payne gets a wide open look. Drains the three-pointer. Payne's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Back to Brown. From deep. Drills it from outside. Brown's got 6 points.
Love the response by Brown, marching right back down and dropping in his own 3.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
And there's the call on Miles McBride. That is his first foul of the game. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Brown lays it up off the glass. 8 points for Jaylen Brown.
I love seeing Brown get it done inside. He's more than just a jump shooter.
Pass to McBride. Porzingis with the steal. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And it's White missing. The Knicks leading by 10. Now McBride hasn't made one yet. Down low. Here's Dadier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one drops for him. And the Knicks lead by 12.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Some nice passing by New York here. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul.
4th team foul. Substitution for your Knicks, Mikal Bridges.
1:19 left to play in the third. Brunson drops it in from the arc. Wow!
Just a reflexive move by Brunson, putting complete trust in his mechanics.
To Porzingis. The kick out to Holiday. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
And they're pushing it up. Robinson with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Coming onto the floor for your New York Knicks, number 1.
Here's McBride. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Bridges outside. Misses the deep three-point attempt.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Stolen by Robinson. And he lays it straight in. Robinson's got 8 points.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
To the paint. Here's Porzingis. Robinson with the block. To the middle. Stolen by Tatum. Porzingis high post. to stop the run, and the layup is up and in. He's got 7.
And that's why you don't let him get positioned deep in the post.
And they need better team defense. How about your man in the post? It takes multiple guys to stop him.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Knicks out front, up by 15. And we're just... And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Here's White. And here is Tatum. From deep three-point land, that shot misses.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Down by 15. Got a piece of it. And the shot goes down.
And nice use of size by Porzingis inside. Able to practically play on top of the D.
And Anunoby slams it in.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's Tatum. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Okay, just some big boy strength there from Tatum. Just put himself to the line.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
Here's Bridges. The shot from the low post is good. And the Knicks lead by 14.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Knowing it's his responsibility to find open teammates. Holiday, nice job setting the table there.
In the corner, it's Bridges. Towns. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Substitution for your Knicks. Precious Achiuwa. Miles McBride.
Celtics trail by 12. It's White on the wing. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the break, I heard Tom Thibodeau as he talked with the team. Now, his perspective was to play like we're behind. He said that's the energy we need right now. We haven't won anything yet. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. Pass to Dadier. 4 on the shot clock. Over Tatum. And there's the call on Precious Achiuwa. That is his first foul of the game.
Just got a little ahead of himself going for that rebound and gets whistled for the over the back.
You have to know your positioning and where the opposition is on the floor.
Tatum a screen. White goes in. And he could not get them one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Richard, the Celtics have been among the NBA's elites for quite a while now.
Well, they've been a title contender every year for almost a decade now. Even with several coaching changes over that time, they've been the model of consistency.
The Knicks leading by 8. Here's Robinson. A shot off that time. Nice D from Porzingis. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. McBride with the ball. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Boston ball.
Celtics trail by 8. Here's Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. Tatum on the wing. Stolen by Robinson. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Over in the corner, McBride. Over Porzingis. And the shot falls short this time. Up top, Tatum. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. 17 points was their biggest margin. Pass to Dadier. Here's Robinson. Now here's Payne. Now McBride. To end the drought. They get it back. Here's Robinson. Stolen by Tatum. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Oh, and he can't cap off the break.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Celtics trail by 8. The layup off target. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Porzingis inside. Comes up empty down low. The Knicks leading by 8. Hart with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Hart, no good. Right side, Tatum. Bridges with the steal. Here's Brunson. Brunson, hard finish inside.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Here's Hart. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Here's Brunson. Great D that time from Tatum. And Boston has possession. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Boston, no good that time either. That's a 2 from Towns. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Jaylen Brown. No good on that one.
Karl Anthony Towns at the line, 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. So no problem for New York as they get the win.